Are you a young, passionate leader looking to grow, connect, and create a real impact? Then JCI Ibadan is the place for you. Join a global network of young, active citizens where leadership meets opportunity and networking leads to action. Develop your skills, expand your influence, and drive positive change in your community. Be the change. Join JCI Ibadan today. Follow us on all social media platforms at JCI Ibadan. JCI Ibadan. Lead, connect, impact.
Welcome to another episode of the Chamberz. This is a podcast production of JCI Ibadan. First of its kind, yes, in JCI Nigeria. This is the fourth episode, and I'm your host for today. You know, before the last episode, we were still talking about ambassadorship, right? Now, I'm now an ambassador.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. My name is JCI Ambassador. JCI Ambassador Adedapo Akinola. You can just simply call me Dada, and I'm the host for this special edition of the Chamberz. And you will know why it's a special edition. This is the last for the year, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm sure that if you've watched the rest of the episode, if you have not watched it, what are you doing? Go ahead, check our YouTube channel, JCI Ibadan, and click subscribe and watch the videos to catch up on all the things that we talked about, especially if you're a new member and you're looking for an organization to join that will help you grow and also give you amazing opportunities. Yeah, I'm not the only one on the podcast today. First of all, let me introduce my co-host, JC Olubunmi. They call her the Star Chairman. I'm being careful. I don't want to murder your surname, so pronounce it yourself.
So thank you. My name is JC Olubunmi. Akpantaku.
Akpantaku. Okay, all right. Akpant for short.
No be Akpant for short. Akpantaku.
Yeah, it's good to have you on the.
Thank you very much.
You're the Star Chairman, right? I mean, you're Star Chairman. The reason why she's the Star Chairman for the year, she has released how many people?
9 inmates.
All right, 9 inmates that were wrongfully detained in jail. I mean, that's an amazing job. That's one of the jobs we do, one of the works we do in JCI Ibadan. Well, we'll talk more about that later on. But we have two big guns in the studio. First of all, I would like to introduce one of our guests who is, they call him Incoming. There's a lot of things I can say about him, but let me keep that on the wraps, till later. The Incoming President-elect JCI Ibadan 2026, JCI Ambassador Oluwaseun Ayedogbon.
Am I supposed to sound? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. You don't have a nickname. I feel
I don't. So I think why I don't have is Ayedogbon sounds Nick already.
Oh, okay. We have our own special nickname.
What was it? Please tell me.
I know, we're not saying it. We will not say it. And yes, another special guest. It's a special edition. Hey, we have to drag him all the way from National. Yeah, all the way from National. All the way from JCI Oliole and representing JCI Nigeria. The first, they call him the first, he's going to be the first citizen starting from next year. I'm talking about the president-elect of JCI Nigeria, all the Nigeria, everywhere. Yeah, JCI Ambassador Chamberz Diabito.
Good morning, good evening. I don't know what time you might be watching this. How are you doing? It's so nice to be here.
Yeah, so good.
I'm happy JCI Ibadan is doing this. Yes, first of its kind in the whole of JCI Nigeria. And interestingly, JCI is picking this up as well on the international level. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we lead Nigeria.
They'll be writing later.
Okay, first let me ask you also, do you have a nickname? Do you have a nickname that we could?
Okay, so my name is Chamberz Diabito, known for short as AA.
AA, okay.
Yeah.
AA, okay. Hey, that works. I can't say A and
that can be Amplify.
Amplify. I think my first question would be, you have similar, was it a meeting? You have similar, what's it called, mottos for next year? Amplify. Was there a meeting and you said, look, we're going to amplify. JCI Ibadan is going to amplify next year, and JCI Nigeria is also going to amplify next year?
So I don't know whose amplifier came first, okay, right? But you know when you have next door neighbors, sometimes you think alike. and looking at the situation of things and having a vision on what you want to plan towards. So I guess our vision was a bit of aligned, and that's why he picked them. When I saw it, I was elated and I was surprised. I said, okay, so who is tapping to whose spirit here? But I think he got from mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would you agree that he got it from?
Well, it's the national. So let's just agree. It's my. So for me, I just felt this year we have done elevated. We have done raising the bar, and to think of what next. If we have come from one bar to another bar, from one place and elevated, what next? We should amplify, and we found our way doing the same thing.
Exactly. I mean, that speaks also of the fact that so these are signs that JCI Ibadan, JCI Nigeria, next year we're going to be doing a lot of things. It shows the synergy and the unity in JCI Nigeria.
Maybe in a way, it's not easy to be 58 years.
58 years.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, some are 25.
Yeah, some are 7.
All right, thank you. I want to have the background right that I'm sitting. I'm the first JC, not ambassador on this seat. To sit with the next 2026.
Well, that's true.
You never can tell. You can have it in the next 10 years.
I have the background to sit with the president-elect.
I said you can be an ambassador in the next 10 years.
In the next 10 years.
I want to grow fast. Thank you very much. So, talking of leadership in JCI, Nigeria, coming as a newbie, I've been hearing a lot of insight on how you can grow in JCI. So, there's this discussion or silent discussion that leadership in JCI is usually influenced by some people or some past leadership, or they are the one that influence who is going to be the next president of this organization. So, what's your take on that, sir? For the both of you.
First off, let me clear the hair, right? Joining the Noble House doesn't have to take you 10 years. So yes, there are a lot of the conversations, and in politics, people say a lot of things. But I would like to add this: everybody have a mentor, and if you don't have substance, you can't even be at that place of being a leader. So there's difference between substance, there's difference between showing up consistently, then someone might pick interest in you. So it is not about, let me use the word godfatherism, or someone deciding and saying this will be the next president. No, it's about, okay, who is available, who has that substance, who has that capacity to lead the organization. So no, it's not about someone sitting somewhere and saying, oh no, this is going to be the next president. It never happens like that.
Okay, talking about growth, I haven't answered that. You've grown over the years, and it's amazing watching your growth over the years. And my question is, what would you attribute that growth to? What exactly stood you out and has made you qualified to be the next president of JCI Nigeria?
If I'm going to answer very short, I would say consistency. I joined JCI in 2017, November 26th to be precise. And I've always been consistent. I've had to hold different offices. I've had to travel. I've had to go even outside of my comfort zone. For most JCI members, let me say most JCI Nigeria members, they tend to just stay within their comfort zone, travel easy. But I've had to consistently travel outside of my comfort zone, far and wide, right? And that gives enough branding, enough visibility, enough identification. Say, oh, this person is available, this person is consistent. And aside that, learning. I've been learning over the years. Whatever course is available, I have to take it. I have to put myself out there and say, let me take this course, let me take this training. And over that, I've also built my substance, the quality of my leadership capabilities and qualities I've had over the years.
Okay, consistency is actually very key. Now, all this thing I just said now requires money.
Yeah.
Yes, it requires money. It's easy to say. You travel, and So, and there's this also mentality that if you don't have money, you can't be active in JCI. So you're going to answer. I'm also going to allow JCI and Ambassador Oluwaseun to also answer. But I want to hear from you first.
In Nigeria of today, nobody has money. Let's be candid. But people are building houses. How do you plan your financials? How do you plan for your trips? The beauty about JCI is everything that we need to do is known over the years. Conferences, outings. For example, in 2026, we know where we're going for Southern Conference. We know where we're going for the National Convention. In 2027, we know where we're going for the National Convention. So you have enough time, ample time to plan. Now, you don't have to do the Grand Slam, attending all the conferences in the year. But you can pick and say, okay, this one I'm going for it, this one I'm going for it, this one I'm going for it. Then also sometimes you have to seek sponsors, right? In life, you need different type of people in your life to move faster than someone that you mentor you. Your mentor might not be your sponsor. But some people they tend to build their mentors. and again, so sometimes you need sponsors. You can be open and say, oh, I wish to attend this. It could be based on scholarship and say, oh, you can get this. Some of my trips, yes, it's about merits and say, oh, let me let you go for this trip. I've been to a gathering, let me say a training where someone ask the question and say, oh, for you being able to answer this question, not me anyway, I'm going to pay your delegate fee to the African Middle East Conference. So that's again, it could be a gift. So plan your finances as a new member. Plan your finances, plan your day, plan your travels, and you're good.
Okay. Before I allow President-elect to speak, where was I when you were asking that kind of
Were you in
question?
class? Were you in class? No. when last did you attend any training at any conference?
Honorable Minister. Off the mic.
So for me, let me take it from where you dropped it. JCI is a well-structured organization, and you don't have to break a bank to do a lot of things, right? That's why you have the Southern Conference, you have the National, you have the African and Middle East, you have the World. So if you cannot do the African Middle East, you can do Southern and all those things. You can actually still do and find opportunity in all the areas that JCI is giving by doing all that. You don't have to go to World Congress if you don't have the money, right? So, but you still stay active and you do what you're supposed to do. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, Southwest Training Retreat is coming at Ilaji. For those watching this, that one you can go. It's not far.
It's not far.
And it's not expensive.
It's not even expensive. It's not expensive. If you want to find out, send a message to JCI Ibadan. Just go to JCI Ibadan's page. We are the one hosting. We are Ibadan, so you know that Ibadan is going to.
Please, anytime you say we are Ibadan, mention 58 years.
58 years, yes. So a Southwest Training Retreat is going to be amazing. Trust me, I've been seeing the plans. I'm also part of the committee, so I know what we are going to do at Ilaji. It's not like I've been to Ilaji. Yes, we know. For those that have not been to Ilaji and those that are going for the first time, or you've gone there like the opt-in time, this is going to be totally different. You're going to learn and go to retreat. Let me just put it out there.
May I have a follow-up question to these trainings and conference and the one you said you have to go? Is there like a number, like how many do I have to go before I become the ambassador or any major position?
Okay. So
how many of them do I have to is there a minimum number I have to participate?
So there are different parts, right? There in JCI generally, there's the leadership part, which is basic vision. There's the training part. There's the political part. There's the fun part. There's the traveling part. There are different parts. So for you to continue learning, there are different series of training. We have the Trainers Academy. Even at every General Assembly, there are usually different trainings. There's the Leadership Academy. There's just for one person from local organization every year. Then for the Noble House, right, a JCI Nigeria ambassador, you have to be a member of the organization for at least 2 years, and then you can be recommended to be accepted into the ambassadorship, or the Noble House. And the Noble House is not just for anybody. We don't just accept anybody, because we have to be ambassadors of the organization. Anywhere we stand, whatever we do, be it inside JCI or outside of JCI, someone should look at you and say, oh, even if your name comes out and say, this person belongs to JCI and is ambassador, say, oh, I think I know why this person is the JCI ambassador, because he's well articulated, he's well presented, he's well spoken, and such. So, yes, definitely. We would be happy to welcome you to the Nova.
So I'm just trying to calculate my moves so that I can go.
Wait for your time.
Wait for your time. All right. So let's switch. Let's change the topic now. Now I've met a lot of intending members this year. I'm the director of membership this year, so that gives me opportunity to meet people intending members. And one of the excuses they give sometimes is, I'm busy. I'm busy. Actually, that's sometimes when they say that, I'm like, so we that were there, we're not busy, we don't have career, you know. But I think their concern basically is managing professional life and also managing, being active in the organization. So people have used the fact that they are busy with their life as an excuse not to be, I'm talking about even members now, not to be consistent, like you said, in the organization. And they come out and say they are not growing. And like, it's because of my work, I can't balance it. Now, I know you are very busy people. And before we even started this podcast, you've been into like 1,000 meetings. I mean, so let me start with you. How do you manage, your professional life, family, you're married with kids, and also you still remain consistent and dedicated to JCI?
Okay, so let me start with the fact that being a JCI member is part of building your life. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying about that. So there is the self-development part in JCI. So when you join JCI, and those things you learn in JCI, the leadership, the networking, and other opportunities, is part of you building your life. So life is not just about a career because you're working and you're placing this on a straight line. You need people at one point or the other in terms of network, in terms of, he mentioned something about sponsor the other time. So those things are part of your life together. So coming down to how you navigate life with family is not actually easy. You work, you do businesses yourself, and having family. I think the fact is just about time management. Placing those things. He said something about conferences, you planning it and all. So it's just about planning. You already have an idea of what the timing would look like. For instance, when you're having business meetings, when you're likely to have the national conference, when you're likely to have the Southern conference, it's all scheduled. So you can plan every of all those things together. So, though there are sometimes it would clash, which is normal about life, but with efficient planning, you go. And it will also help your life because it's part of career. I don't just believe you working and you staying straight. Staying straight in life doesn't just add to you all over. Okay. You can't be just a family man and not pursue career. You can't be a career man and not pursue every other thing. Even the fun. Sometimes you go to the club and you find interesting people that you network with, and they can help you. In this life now, you don't just only need career. Even in the workspace, you have to mingle, network with people. Somebody will say, this is my boy. Do you understand all this? So those things have to move together. You don't have to leave one for one. That's why fun is actually part of life. Is very interesting.
I really
one
wish
of the reasons
someone
why
is particularly watching this, that fun
it's part of life.
is part of life.
Yeah,
it is.
It's always not, every time we're going to the lounge, she's saying, no, I don't like,
It's part of life.
I'm not mentioning anybody.
Why it's part of life is because you are in a relaxed mood. You can talk, you can gist. Aside the,
Are you referring to J2?
You get it. Because there are actually some people that you meet in those areas and you can talk freely that you may not be able to meet when you're in suit and tie, and do you get it? You move with it.
Network.
Yeah,
Over
you
a
get it.
couple of drinks.
You get it.
Yeah, what about you? What is the key?
So, I know the question is majorly around work-life balance.
Yes.
Now, if at the aspect of life, right, a line of our creed says service to humanity is the best work of life. If JCI is not incorporated into your work and your life, you will not be consistent. What do I mean? If people that are close to you don't know you as Papa JCI or Mama JCI or a JCI guy, then you are not into JCI fully yet. You are yet to catch the JCI bug. If at your place of work they don't know you as a JCI member, then it's also a problem. Personally, I don't even take leave. The only time I take leave is for conferences only, even though I work remotely full time. So, but at every conversation I talk about JCI, even to my boss, to my line manager, to my the people that report to me. So they know me well that, okay, I'm a JCI person because I've worn it around me. My very close friends, my close family, everybody, they know that, this person is a JCI person. And they know the days they are not supposed to call. Oh, so if on a lighter note, one guy said that when I went for a leadership academy in Japan. So the guy was from Jamaica. Then he posted something on his status and said, that he thinks he has made it in life. I said, how? He said, people now call him and the first question they ask him is, are you in the country? Because of JCI, right? He's traveling in and out. So when you get a call like, are you around? I want to come and say, I said, no, I've traveled. I went to go and do a meeting and say, JCI. I say, yes. Oh, okay. So that's when people know that, okay, you are fully into JCI and that does not even affect your work. Of course, in JCI, you learn how to balance your work and your JCI. A perfect example is, I'll call it JCI Senator Goodness Morakiyo. Before he joined JCI, I could not even step away from his business, right? And after joining, he learned different ways he could handle his business, even without being there physically. And it has much improved his business. He could step away for a few days for conference's sake, for training's sake, for whatever duty he has to do. And the business is still moving forward, even way better than he initially did, having to stand and sit there. Those are different things you learn. So you learn on your job. As you learn on your job professionally, so also you learn on your job as a JCI member. So if you're coming in, don't rush to be consistent. You get there gradually. Just show up on time, show up as I went due, then the bug is going to catch up with you, and you do anything to show up at any point in time.
To be honest, I didn't know how the bug caught up with me because, what was it called? People joined this year because they felt like, oh, JCI, like, Baba JCI, like you said. Like just yesterday, the electrician that works in my house was like, how can I join JCI? Because he has been seeing it on my status and everything I do is... And to be honest, I didn't know when I got to that point. I mean, like you said, it doesn't just... You're just doing it, and you realize that, oh, I'm beginning to...
You're getting more involved than
exactly,
yeah.
You know, to be honest, a lot of people say, okay, MC, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't used to do corporate events before, you know. I used to do now. Almost all the LOs in Ibadan.
As long as you don't run from responsibilities, I think you're good.
Yeah.
When they want to appoint you for a team lead, you say, no, I don't want to do it. I don't have time. You're probably not.
There's a special message to every JCI member. Don't run away from responsibilities.
If they appoint you as a board member,
they appoint you, accept it, embrace it, hug it.
And do your work.
People that would help you.
I think I very much want to key into that last statement because this is the year that I'm most active in JCI since I joined, and this is the year that the bug caught me because like everybody seeing me like, are you going to JCI? JCI
Exactly.
JCI. But speaking of that work-life balance, this is my first time of being the chairman of any project, and I don't even know because sometimes I wonder how did the people in the leadership position survive? Because it's actually sucking. If not that, some of us have to like, if you're not the type that can control your time at work, you might not be able to like control. If you're working at the employee level and you have to tell your boss, no, I want to go to JCI, is that how you leave your so and as an entrepreneur, of course it's easy for you to dictate your time, but if most of us are given our time, our energy, and I'm speaking from the perspective of a new JC and from the JC that is not an entrepreneur, is still getting salary. What is the welfareism plan to be able to like, if the person is to jog JCI tax or responsibility with work responsibility. If your mental state is not at risk, your financial state is not at risk, something will be at risk. So how can you balance that aspect? What is the welfareism plan of the organization to safeguard that stress, that balance of work and JCI responsibilities?
We work a lot in JCI as
Yes.
much as we party a lot.
Yes.
You agree?
I definitely agree.
A conference without an after party
Yeah,
It's not a
is
conference.
just a meeting. Right? And most JCI members, after conference, the Monday morning is a different story. They might be serious for the first few hours of the day. Then you see a different set of people, a different side of them. It's not because they just want to have fun. They're also relieving stress. They're also relieving of whatever mental health. Some people, JCI conferences or JCI events is a way for them to run away from whatever life is throwing at them, for them to relax. And what's a better way to relax other than being within your friends, being within your circle, being within, even learning at the same time. So that welfareism is always there. Then another thing I'll say is JCI is a pool of opportunities. It is endless. Yes, we have 4 major areas of opportunities, but when you are fully invested in, you see that it's more beyond. It's way, especially the aspect of networking. We're a network of young leaders, and that network does not end. It only ends where you find yourself. As long as you expand your reach, so also you expand your network. As of today, I have my network well over a lot of countries because I've been to those countries, especially because of JCI, African Middle East conferences, or events, or whatever it is. When I just joined JCI, someone used to say something that, there's no country I can find myself today. At least I'm one call away from making sure that I'm good. And what's that call? Maybe a call to the national president of that country, and they are good. Today, I might not be able to say that 100%, but at least a couple of countries, right? Because of the network. So you don't just come out and say this if you don't show up. So that's pool of opportunity. You can use it for whatever benefits you. So the opportunity is there. It's left for you to pick it up. Another aspect for your boss, this a secret. Whatever your job is, you probably have customers within JCI. If you are working towards getting that customers from JCI to your organization, I'm having to release because it's like a secret. If you're bringing those customers from JCI to an organization, your boss will willingly and happily release you for any JCI events.
Wisdom.
Yeah. Because that's value to the organization. And
Now let's talk about 2026. Yeah. So I'm going to start with JCI.
or should we start with the national?
No.
Okay.
From grassroots.
Okay.
Tell us your vision, your plan for the year 2026 for JCI Ibadan.
Okay, so let me start it this way. I think JCI is a very good organization, and narrowing down to JCI Ibadan, we have been doing a lot of work. Honestly, let me first give it to the current presidents of JCI Ibadan. We have raised the bar.
Yes.
And we have done a lot of projects that I feel that we should put more out there. I think it's very important for the immediate community and all to see more of what we are doing. So we have been showcasing it, but we need to still do more. So in terms of visibility, which is part of my core, for instance, if we decide to, I'm not saying JCI, but I'm not saying that we won't do projects, but if we decide not to do anything for 2 years and just to showcase the past things that we have done, I think it's still very, very good and all. So we're looking at visibility, we're looking at storytelling of some of the projects that we've done, and looking forward to things we can do, of course, in the future. And because it's a leadership organization and it trains members, so we'll look more in the area of capacity building for members in terms of showcasing the members, what they do, how we can help the members grow in terms of quality training and all those things. So we have been doing it, but we just find a way we amplify, that word in doing it way better. And I believe that the past presidents, the current president, she was well ready because she's part of the president's table. So thank you very much.
All right.
When a man explains his vision, right, that he loves so much, once he can get lost. I'm putting it as a warning because when I start talking, please let me know when I'm taking too much of time. Now, the Amplify vision for 2026. Amplify is actually an acronym, not just a word.
Okay.
And each of those letters have meanings and have what we are trying to achieve. Now, starting from the first one, A, advancing. We have started our project, the Permanent Secretariat, or we call it the Leadership Hub. And we've been building over the years. We are trying to complete it. So we are going to advance what we have been doing so that we strive towards completing it, right? Now, M is for membership. JCI is a membership-based organization. And when I say this, it's in JCI, what to spend is as our currency is our members. If we don't have those members, then we're just a joke because every activities, every impact, these are done by members. And we have different categories of members. We have the doers, we have the thinkers, we have the sponsors, right? There are some people that don't have the strength, but they have all resources to back you up. There are some people that don't have the resources, but they have those strength to go at it. And there are some people that they are strategists. For them to do it, maybe not, but when they want to think and put it down. So we have different type of members. So membership growth and retention, we have to grow our membership strength. We have to also retain the members that we have. And targets everything we want to do, again, we have to continue growing. On the international level, our goal by 2030 is to have membership base of 500,000. Currently, we are on touching 170,000. So we have a long way to go. Although, yes, JCI Nigeria, we have a lot of membership, but again, we're still working towards it. Now, P is partnership. We have to target different organizations, different bodies, and strike partnership deals. Yes, we have done a lot this year, and next year we're still going to continue. We are not going to drop our partners. We're going to renew as much as we can. We're going to get new ones. Now, why are we doing this? So that we can also expand the opportunities that JCI Nigeria members have, and also expand what we are doing at the organization level, or the national level. Now, this partnership is what is going to strike us to do quite a number of other things, including even continue and finishing our permanent secretariat. So we're going to push for this. Now, the L is leadership. I can't stress this enough. JCI is a leadership organization. Our vision states this clearly: to be the foremost global network of young leaders. If, as a JCI member, you don't have a leadership capability, then you have a long way to go. Because the least requirement for you, or the least result of being a JCI member is to be a leader. And you don't have to hold that position to be a leader. You have to be it from within. So we have to continue to build leaders, which is our main goal. Now, I is innovation. We are going to innovate a lot. From someone that has a technical background, or let me say from the tech background, from tech world, we are going to bring a lot of innovations into JCI Nigeria. And a lot is cascading down from JCI International. Also, we are going to cascade this down to local organizations. So a lot of innovations. We're going to work towards also having our own podcast on a national level. So watch out for that. Coming soon.
Learning from JCI partner.
You can say that, but it's part of a plan. So watch out for that. That's coming soon, and also on our YouTube channel. Then financial sustainability. That is the F. We have our vision, we have our goals, but we can't run them on empty pockets. The organization has to be financially sustainable, and we're going to do everything. We're going to do everything possible to make sure that our organization is financially sustainable. Then why? You here is targeting every member individually. They are the core, the center of it all. So everything we are doing is just to make everybody better, every member of the organization better. We're going to amplify you yourself. We're going to amplify your financial sustainability. We're going to amplify your innovation. We're going to amplify your partnership. So you are the center of it all. we are concerned about the value you are getting from the organization, because a lot of people join for different reasons. We've seen people that join for travel purposes. We've seen people that join for training purposes. We've seen people that join for the recognition. We've seen people that join because of the name. We've seen people that join as little as just the merch, or maybe they saw a shirt and so on. So I like this logo, and you want to be a member, then you have to. Some people join for different reasons. So whatever reason you join JCI for, you should be able to get that value, your ROI. You've talked about a lot of investment based on your time and this. What is your ROI from JCI, your return on investment? We are also going to define that ROI. Thank you.
Wow, that's quite. I didn't know it was an acronym.
It was.
Wow, I'm just.
Interesting. I also thought they want to amplify.
Before we forget, I wanted to mention something. You talked about a sponsor and all that. So please, for next year, I want to go to Cote d'Ivoire.
Maybe for people viewing, you can just type in the comment section, I would like to sponsor data for the African Media Conference. Are you sure they want to go to Philippines?
I'm very sure the MP can find a way.
I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure. I believe in his leadership.
I thought we mentioned that Ibadan is 58 years old. We have crop of leaders.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, that's a beautiful vision, sir. That's a beautiful vision from both of you. For me, my own question is, from my own perception right now, it seems like JCI, for each leadership that comes with it, they seem to inherit the projects or special committees, or there's this culture. And right now, everything is changing. Everybody's revolutionizing. There's growth, there's new culture, there's youth. So what is your own plan to be able to fuse out the new culture, the development? I know you said something about innovation. So I'm more particularly interested in that innovative plan to infuse the new generation, the old generation, and the existing culture that we seem to be inheriting. So that's my question for both of you. For both JCI Ibadan and JCI Nigeria, I would like to see that.
Would you start before I go ahead?
No, please go ahead.
Okay. So, as much as JCI is 1 year to lead, there's a strategic plan on ground for you to follow suit. Yes, every year we come in, different leadership come in with, their plan. However, the plan is drawn from the strategic plan. So JCI has a strategic plan from 2023 to 2027. Okay. JCI Nigeria has from 2020 to 2025. We have just recently approved for the National Convention 2026 to 2030. So this is a continuity plan so that we don't derail from what we are trying to achieve come 20, 30 years. Yes, there's culture. Nothing new about it. There's culture everywhere. But if you understand the reason for the culture, it will help you understand how you want to innovate whatever culture that you have. Give me an example of a culture that you know in JCI Ibadan.
GA2.
I just knew that you were good.
So now, going back at GA2, what has been the reason for GA2? Relaxation. We have some members that are timid, may not be able to talk in a setting. When I just joined JCI, funniest thing is, if I'm called to talk, before I'm called to talk, I will have to recite the protocol in my head like 7 times. Mr. President, IPP, Board of Directors, then until it becomes a muscle memory, right? So that culture of people are not being able to talk. Okay, let's create something, a more relaxed environment where it is more conversation based, not professional or strict settings. That does not mean we are throwing the rule of law out the window. We still maintain order. We still maintain how we do things, but it's just conversation based. With that, you get people's real feedback. So it's beyond the fun. Yes, we have fun anyway, but beyond the fun, there has been more results from GA2 even than official settings. So understand the culture, innovate it, and you are good to go.
Thank you.
Okay, so taking it from me, I think it's the same line because for Ibadan, we have 5-year strategic plan. we'll do an adjustment in it by 2026. So that means I'm the last person on the 5-year strategic plan. So the first thing is to first align with the plan, then you can innovate on each of it. So all those plans are actually in place. You first align with it. For instance, the current president, President Olajumoke, was saying something about the access to quality health, that normally we are supposed to work on a building or equipment for the access to quality health. But for this year, I think we did it in Agbili markets. So there is an impact in that area, but what was in the strategic plan, it's a bit, do you understand what I So we can innovate a bit, but we have to first align with the strategic plan. Yes.
Okay.
Just to add to that, right, we live in a fast changing world. I mentioned that JCI had a strategic plan 2023 to 2027. However, because of the situation of things on ground, there's a need for rewrites. If you are rigid about a plan on ground, then you are not innovative. You are not adapting to what is going on. But it is left for you to say, okay, this is what is going on now. Let us go back. Let us review. Are we still in line? Do we need to update? Do we need to change? JCI is going to update the strategic plan and rework. In 2020, something happened. Something struck the world, right? COVID, and there are a lot of things that had to rework, including organizations that did not adapt and evolve are dead as of today.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have to be dynamic.
It's a vocal world.
So I have a follow-up question for
Yep.
AI. So you're living in the world of AI, interestingly. Are you planning to infuse AI too?
Well,
Maybe artificial intelligence.
so whether we like it or not, I think that the world is moving in that direction. And except if we want to drag ourselves down, we really have to walk in that direction. And a lot of things are changing. Okay, so let me take it up from the 2020 COVID. I think that started the virtual sections, virtual GAs that most people do. Even though till now, most past presidents don't want to actually align with the virtual part that is not JCI. But whether we like it or not, because of a lot of things that are involved, you want to incorporate people that are in the diaspora into your GAs, and all those things, we have to just imagine that we have people in the UK, in the US, and we want to deprive them of whatever we are doing during the GA. So we have to actually move in that direction. And there's no way, even in the educational sector, we have to, your professor will tell you that don't use AI, don't do this, don't do. But one way, it is an aid that will align, in that direction. More like a personal assistant, more like executive assistants. So we have to picture a way we follow the trend that is happening in the world. So, and yes, even though we're using Amplify Impact for the AI, but at the same time, we use artificial intelligence.
It was something that I remember there was a meeting I attended, the Planning of the Southwest training, and the minute was ready almost immediately. And I guess it was the use of AI, And there was a meeting I also attended that's...
Oh, the training retreat meeting?
Yeah, was it the meeting, the committee meeting?
Oh, okay, yeah. That's Gemini taking the notes.
Yeah, Gemini, and I was like, to be honest, I was impressed because I think that was the first meeting I was going to attend, and the minute was
Almost
ready almost immediately. And
that's the
people
power
read
of
it,
AI.
Yeah, but by the way, I was the one that tried that meeting. Sorry. I just dropped it. Okay.
To talk about innovation, I believe you're going to see more of that next year. So, final question, which just to, so you're going to tell us the most embarrassing moments, your most embarrassing moments, and how you rose from that embarrassing moment. I remember when just I said to Adekombi was that this last day, he spoke to us about how someone corrected his English. Was it his English? Yes. And he was like, and that was one of the reasons why he joined. He actually became, because the person corrected him with a loving manner. I was like, that English, that was what you said. But it might not be English, it might be something else. So the most embarrassing moment.
I'm still thinking. I don't know. Maybe MP should go ahead first.
I'm about to throw shades, right? I'm trying to think, but I think the one I can pick now is Miss Yogo 2022.
Okay.
That was the first time ever I'll be contesting for any official office in JCI. And as a sitting local organization president that year, I know I voted for myself, right? And so we were 9, so we were lined up. First person. Then 2 left. 8 is required. 2 is left. Myself and someone else. Then the person's name was called, so I had to walk away. Right now, you guys know how many members were there? Over 1,000. In face of over 1,000 members. So, but what did I do? I asked questions that, okay, how can this be a better one? How can I turn this to an opportunity? And I got feedback about personal branding. And that was what bettered A.
Okay.
And showing up, then personal branding. In 2017, 2018, when I go to conferences and I work with some set of people, I intentionally avoid them because every 10 step they greet someone. Every 10 step they greet someone. Every 10 we are going here. And that's because they have been known, and they are not just known and just not popular because they are always out there. But I was just starting out, right? So, but today, even aside being a national president-elect, I know that at least maybe 2 steps now.
You greet 20.
I grew 20, and I pity someone in my shoes back then and say, for your sanity, probably you might not need to work with me, but again, you can work with me so that you can meet these people, right? So that you look forward to the next conference to greet. So that was it for me, and I had to work on it for personal branding, and we are here today.
The reason why I had to for that was because I've seen a lot of people in situations that they feel like, they were embarrassed and they didn't come back to the organization because of that.
Yeah.
Because they felt like, this. But I've seen people also that were embarrassed and they got, like you said, you got personal feedback and they were better off for it. So let us see your experience.
Okay, so I don't think I can think of one currently, but there was. Yeah, so I'm always very analytical in my mind, so I don't get embarrassed easily, or I don't get, something doesn't get me easily. But one I can think about, I won't mention the name, is during a particular GA, I think people were being served. I just came in, I think it was 2019 or 20, and the person serving served almost everybody, but told me to stand up and go and collect my own food. But I don't want to mention the name, but maybe after the podcast.
Were you an ambassador there?
No.
So I don't think it's about being ambassador or not, but maybe that person just felt like, I'll let
you.
Oh God! All right. I mean, it's been a wonderful time. I wish you could continue, but I mean, we have people to consider because of that data.
Well,
thank you so much. I mean, next year we're really going to amplify, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're expecting the podcast from from JCI Nigeria. We can give you our notes.
After our podcast, you probably have to review your notes.
Okay, interesting.
So I think it's very important to tell the MP that we are doing podcast, so this is not a formal setting. So we are joking.
It's all jokes.
But at the same time, we are serious.
So thank you so much. I mean, I'm particularly excited for next year because and I know I've not told you this. You're someone I've always respected from afar. Like, I remember the first time I greeted you and you greeted me, so I was like, does he know me from anywhere? Like, and you were like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, and I don't more. I mean, he's someone that I've never seen him frown before. I've never seen him angry before. And that's one thing I admire so much. Always greeting everybody, especially when we go for jiu-jitsu. He's always concerned about everybody's welfare.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm like, sit down. I'm like, so I'm so excited about next year. We're going to achieve great things. I'm happy to be part of the organization that is going to make it also happen. So thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
JCI Ambassador
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I also want to use this as I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker right now, but to encourage members to come out, support the organization, support the national organization. I don't also know if any potential partner or sponsor is watching this. We need your resources. We need your support. We need a partnership towards the completion of our permanent secretariat. It's our baby. We carry it out like our market. And in 2026, trust me, it's going to be an amazing year. It's a year that you have to look forward to. And if you are not part of it, you're going to miss out. There are a lot of events, there are a lot of travels, there are a lot of programs, there are a lot of projects all lined up. And they're going to be coming out one after the other. So start plugging in as soon as you can. Start tapping in and don't miss the train. Don't miss the train. There's this last bug I've not mentioned. Okay. The international trip bug. We caught it last year. Not this year. Okay. Last year in Rwanda. Once you catch that international trip bug, you look forward to the next one.
I want to catch it.
And the Africa and Middle East Conference is going to be the closest to us in the recent years. It's happening in Côte d'Ivoire. In May next year, in May 2026. It's going to be an amazing one. It's going to be an amazing. You can't miss it. If you have been missing every African Middle East Conference, this one is not what you want to miss. So try to attend. Plan towards it. The early bird registration is ongoing. Get up and let's go.
Yeah, get up, let's go. My French, I've started learning French also. Je m'appelle Zita.
Tu parles français, je parle français un peu. Non, c'est pas français. Je parle français.
All right, thank you. Any final thoughts, words?
Since my MP has spoken to JCI Nigeria as a whole, let me speak with JCI about the members. Let me say we are all amplifiers. Let's work together to amplify every of our impact. And to the youth out there, set your goals, set your vision and mission, draw it down to a medium or small start. It's not everything that we imagine big that we start big. Draw it down low and move with it. Thank you.
Right. I'm motivated.
I learned so much. I'm aspiring to perspire now.
It's like you should just come. We just
as it's
get the ball rolling. All right.
Thank you very much.
He's there to stay already.
Watch what you say next.
Well, Akman sounds.
Akman. Stay with me.
Man, we're talking about personal branding. That could be it.
I know. Akman, yeah.
Akman, yeah.
Actually, interestingly, that's how I signed my name.
Are you saying Akman?
So you get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yes, smart one. Thank you. All right, thank you for having me. Thank you so much, sir. I learned this podcast is for me. I learned so much. I know how to strategize. We are going
to be an ambassador.
I look forward to welcome you to the Noble House soon.
Thank you so much, sir, for the impact and the knowledge.
So this is the final episode of the Chamberz 2025. 2026 is going to be great. It's going to be bigger and it's going to be better. Yes, who said so? Just say about said so, not me. My name is JCI Ambassador. Data for sure. Thank you so much. Click the subscribe button and like the video and share this video. You never know, you might be helping someone, a youth out there that is saying, I don't know what to do next with my life. I don't know what organization to join. I want to be part of something greater than myself. I need something that is bigger than me. JCI is for you. Thank you and bye.
Are you a young, passionate leader looking to grow, connect, and create a real impact? Then JCI Ibadan is the place for you. Join a global network of young, active citizens where leadership meets opportunity and networking leads to action. Develop your skills, expand your influence, and drive positive change in your community. Be the change. Join JCI Ibadan today. Follow us on all social media platforms at JCI Ibadan. JCI Ibadan. Lead, connect, impact.